Hi, I'm Phil Ollie, and welcome to today's daily live stream broadcast to help you get set for a great day ahead. I remember at the age of 11, there were about a dozen of us lads who, from school, on a Saturday morning, we used to go to the local swimming baths just for a swim and do what 11-year-old boys do, go and have some chips on the way home. And here in Coventry, that meant going to Fishy Moors. Those people who are local will know this. But one of the most important things about this swimming trip was whether or not you were a first, a second, or a third boarder. Now, this was in relation to which diving board you were brave enough to jump off, the first board, the second board, or the third board. Now, I remember the first member of our group of a dozen of us, a lad called Dave, who was probably the best swimmer in the group. The first time he went up to the third board, that really was stretching it. Many of us were second boarders, quite a few were still first boarders, but Dave went up to the second board. Now, I remember thinking, I've got to do that. Once Dave had done it, that was it. He'd set the bar high. I thought, I have to do it. I was a good swimmer and I was already comfortable on the second board. So when I went up to the third board for the first time, I remember standing on the edge, teetering on the edge, and looking down at the huge drop in front of me into the water, 16'6" of water underneath. I had no idea how high the drop was, but it seemed higher once you were up there. And I remember looking down and seeing all my peers, the rest of the group, watching, and some of them were mocking and wondering whether I would do it, almost egging me on. Even those who'd never been up to the second board were laughing and joking and wondering whether I would do it. And you know that moment when you step off that board, you will have experienced this type of thing yourself, I'm sure. When you step off that board for the first time and you just allow yourself to jump. I remember the drop. I remember the exhilaration. And I remember as I hit the water and plunged deeper and then surfaced. And I remember climbing out of the pool and then rushing around, no running allowed, rushing around immediately. So excited was I that I was now a third boarder to get straight back up there, straight back to the third board and have another go and do it again. You see, once you become a third boarder, you're never going to go back to the second board. Once you're a third boarder, that's it. You're a third boarder. And it's said that of all our qualities, courage is the greatest because it's the foundation that allows all our other qualities to flourish. And in my third book, Reflections from the White Tunnel, I made courage one of the key fulfillments. It's fulfillment number 4. I am courageous. Because what I observed is that those who get ahead in any field of endeavor in life are those who create those butterfly moments that test their courage. Yes, they fear. Yes, they fail. But they've learned how to embrace that fear and embrace the courage that goes with it to overcome the fear. You see, the world becomes your oyster when you embrace courage, when you seize those butterfly moments and simply do what other people won't do. So what's stopping us? What's stopping you from doing that thing you know you need to do? Well, often it's fear of what other people might think. But here's the news. At least 87% of other people aren't thinking about you at all. They're too busy getting on with their own problems, their own challenges, their own issues in life to think too much about what you may or may not do. Yes, 10% of the people you know will be negative perhaps about what you do. That's only fleeting though. And it says more about them than it does about you. And 3% of people that you know will be inspired by what you do. And that's the 3% that matter. So whatever you're doing today, embrace the courage needed to make a bold move, to have a butterfly moment, to do something inspiring and courageous. Remember, life's too short for okay days. Don't settle for okay. Your life, your business, your career, your achievements, your fulfillment, and your happiness are all a matter of choice. And this is your one chance today to make that choice. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.